This video is entitled, What the Devil Hates. Well, there's two things mainly that the devil hates. And one of them, I'm going to show you a practical application. You got your belt loops, and you got these commandments, that tell us at Numbers 15 and Deuteronomy 22 to make for yourselves tassels. Place them on your garments in the four corners. Well, here they are. Make tassels of takeleth. Takeleth is a Hebrew word for a color. And I've got this little string. I bought it at Hobby Lobby. When they finally opened during the week. They closed on Constantine's Day. But I'm tying them on there. I'm making for myself tassels, little strings. And the color of these is, it includes the color blue, but it's actually a purple. It's a violet. That's what takeleth means. You can look that up. And here they are. There they are. I made for myself a tassel. And then you just simply tie it. I've also got a blue one here. But as long as you've got these little cords. And what's the purpose of these? To remind you to obey every word that proceeds from the mouth of Yahuah. To obey his commandments. Why didn't you obey his commandments? That fellow over there in that corner told me not to. And Yahuah will say, I never sent him. Of course he didn't. Somebody would tell you not to obey the commandments? That's ridiculous. Well, let's see what the devil hates. Shall we? Someone recently left a comment, and a lot of times the comments that people leave on my videos are a springboard to another video. That's what happened here. Someone left a comment on my last video, and they said, the devil hates the KJV. Well, let's see if that truly is the case. Why would the devil hate the King James Version? Well, the dragon directed the Anglican Catholic KJV to have the name of Yahuah rendered the Lord. The name of Yahuah is taken out and it's rendered the Lord. Well, air quotes, who's the Lord? Well, it's a Hebrew definition. There's a Hebrew word that actually means Lord. It's a word which is the definition of B-E-L, which they commonly call B-A-A-L. Look that up. Say, what is the definition of B-A-A-L? The internet would recognize that. And they'll tell you. In essence, the dragon inserted one of his own monikers to replace the one true name, thus usurping the identity, becoming an identity thief, becoming like Yahuah, Elohim. This started a very long time ago, actually. The Hebrew four vowels for the name, Yod, He, Uah, He, which are sounded with the mouth cavity only, Yahuah, this word was forbidden to be uttered aloud. And as many of you know, if you've been watching my videos, in 2008, the papacy of the RCC, they actually forbid the use of the name Yahuah in worship, praise, song, or prayer. It's outlawed. Now, the outlawing of his name being uttered aloud was forbidden as far back as the Babylonian captivity. The policy to replace it with another word in Hebrew, Aduni, which is a word that means Lord. They pronounce it Adonai, usually. And it became the policy to replace it with that name. You'll hear people giving the priestly blessing saying, Adonai, bless you and guard you. They replaced his name. But the name is in many of the prophets' own names. I'll give you an example. Eliyahu. It's not Elijah. It's Eliyahu. Yashayahu. It's not Isaiah. It's Yahu. Well, there's many prophets that have the name in it. One of the kings of Israel, Kezkiyahu. They call him Hezekiah. The IAH at the end is actually the name Yah or Yahu. And in many of the prophets' own names, we can hear his name. And it's defended in their writings. I mean, the prophet Yirmiyahu said, it was in my bones like a fire burning, and I could not hold it back. And the other prophets that recorded his words, I am Yahuah. That is my name. It's not Ahaya. That's another word. It means I will be. That's what it means. Ahaya, Asher, Ahaya. I will be who I will be. Tell them Yahuah has sent you. The Elohim of Abraham and Ishak and Yaakub. The prophets' own names have his name in them. I mean, it's not Ahaya. Anyway, Aduni is a Hebrew word, but it was used as a replacement term, and it means Lord. And it went into the Greek word Kyrios. Now that's Kyrios, Kyrios, and that means Lord. And then when the Greek went into the Latin, subsequently the Latin Vulgate, it became the word Dominus. You hear, a lot of you are former Catholics, and you remember Agnus, the word for lamb, and you remember the word Domini, my Lord. Well, Dominus is the word for Lord in Latin. And then the King James Version used the definition of Dominus, which is the English word Lord. And they spread it all over the world with that in the English translation. The Roman Catholic Latin Vulgate is the basis of the English translation that the Authorized Version, or the King James Version, and other English translations follow in their line of thinking. Removing the name of Yahuah, the key of knowledge, from his inspired word by translators has set many people on a slippery and sandy footing. The tested stone for our foundation is Yahuah's name. The builders reject it. Read Psalm 118, verse 26. Today, pastors teach against the commandments also. If studied, they would reveal Yahuah's name to the world. He says in the first commandment, I am Yahuah, your Elohim. Have no other before my face. In Hebrew, you'll see it on this Las Lunas stone right here at the beginning. Anoki Yahuah Elohim. I am Yahuah, your Elohim. There's the 10 Commandments on a stone in New Mexico that was left there 3,000 years ago during the days of Solomon. This is the real Hebrew script. And it's written on a stone that the commandment was being obeyed. When we were told in the scriptures to write the commandments on our doorposts and on our gates. And this gate stone was a marker where elders would sit and teach the commandments to people that were passing by or people going in and out of the gates. And we were told to speak of them when we rise up and when we lie down and when we go in and when we go out and when we go in and out of our gate of the city, and so that we remember them. And that's what these tassels are for too, to remind us of these commandments. I'm Yahuwah, your Elohim. Have no other before my face. To test the teachings of those that you suspect are false, read Revelation 12 verse 17, and Revelation 22 verse 14. These verses reveal the opposite of what they teach you about obedience. We serve the one we obey, Romans 6:16. The one that we obey is the one whose servant we are. Many obey the dragon, not Yahuwah. The NIV and NASB prefaces, I'm going to sample those in a picture right here, and you can slow this down and read them. The prefaces admit they removed the name. People are reading these translations. And they're going to show you and prove to you how confused the men are who teach you. What the devil hates? What does the devil hate? The dragon is enraged at those who guard the commandments of Elohim, and hold to the testimony of Yahusha. That's right there at Revelation 12, verse 17. They will have the right, if you obey the commandments, you'll have the right to eat from the tree of life and enter into the gates of the new Jerusalem. Thanks for watching, and share the video, like and subscribe. Spread the news, the real good news. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.